Good evening, all of you. Hi, good evening, all of you. Hope you are able to see me, you are able to view the screen, and I am quite audible to all of you. So, if everything is okay, if I am audible to all of you, you are able to view the screen and connect, you are able to connect properly. Please uh, put your comment in the chat box so that I will come to know that everything is okay, right? So my name is Hitendra Kumar Shaha. I am a CGMP compliance consultant, trainer and auditor from NADH plus GXP compliance services. And today we are going to discuss about the establishing the quality culture, because this is very important considering the current scenario in many companies. You may be aware about the many companies where the companies are getting the FDA citations or 43 warning letters, and also uh, non-conformity observation by the other regulatory agencies. And you will come to know that where they are lacking, they are mainly lacking in the quality culture. So that is the reason I collected this information for you. To be very frank, you will never get this information anywhere else. I collected from so many searches, and then I collected this all information, and then I prepared this training for today's session. So please be attentive, and I will start introduction about the topic and all. So meantime, you can just confirm in the chat box that I am audible and everything is okay, and you are connected, you are able to view the screen, and everything is perfect. So uh, today's topic is the establishing quality culture. So why we are discussing this topic? Many people, what they have the thought, that this requirement of quality culture is only applicable for, basically it is only for the management. So that is only the management responsibility to establish the quality culture. This is the wrong concept. Of course, management is responsible, but not only management is responsible to establish the quality culture. There are many other things where the site leadership team, or site quality heads, or site production head, or the head of the departments are responsible to establish the quality culture in their organization. So we will be discussing both the aspects today about the management focus as well as the technical focus about the establishing quality culture. Okay, so let us discuss and let us start our today's topic. So what we are going to discuss here on today's topic is the importance of topic and agenda. So what is the agenda? Know your trainer. There will be some couple of slides about my CV, so that if any company is considering this training as external training, they will have my CV as a part of this uh, training session, external training session. Second thing, if you feel that I am very fast, so you can just put a comment. Otherwise, you can change the speed in your YouTube, so that the speed can be reduced from 1 to, you can go for 0.75. That way you can go through the complete learning in detail. We will focus on regulatory guideline expectations. My dear friend, this quality culture, what people are thinking, that it is a somewhat HR job, or it is of some sort of the management responsibility. It is not the case. And this is the guideline expectation, my dear friend, regulatory guideline expectations. So what are the regulatory guideline expectations are there, that we will be discussing exactly from the guideline. Okay, then behavioral aspects. So role of behavior in quality culture plays a very important role. So we will discuss this point also. Then we discuss about, there are two aspects that of course the management aspect is there about the quality culture. That management aspect we will be discussing by considering the 21 step, not only one or two or three steps. Total 21 steps we will go for understanding the management aspects. But there are some other technical aspects also. What are the technical aspects? Variability, quality risk management and preventive actions, continuous improvement. These are some, the technical aspects. There are a lot of technical aspects, but due to the lack of time, I focused on these three major, you can say, the key aspects or key technical aspects during our today's discussion. Then I will have some, the definitions and level 1, 2, 3, 4 for different organization culture. You can identify that what is the level of your organization quality culture. and how you can improve that, you need to work out on that. Or if you need any support from us, we will definitely support to your organization and your management. Then we will discuss the summary of the training and then a key message from overall the training, and we will have the question answer session and vote of thanks and contact detail sharing information. So if you have any questions during this training session, please put your questions in the chat box. I will respond to your all questions. That is one thing. Second thing is, if you are interested in the training presentation, so please put your request in the comment section. At the end of the session, I will share the link to download the training presentation. After this training, after today's training session, so today is the 13th of September. So 13th of September 2024. So after this, if you are going through this training session through the in a recorded webinar form or anywhere else, so I will not able to share you the training presentation. So if you are interested in training presentation, you please put your comment now only in the chat box, because today only I will able to share you the training presentation copy. So this is the brief overview about our today's training session, and quickly we will go through the introduction about the trainer. So my name is Hitendra Kumar Shah. I am a CGMP compliance consultant, trainer and auditor from NADH plus GXP Compliance Services. I am having more than 24 years of experience. If you are interested in detailed about my CV, you can pause it and you can go through it. Okay. Then very important, I face a lot of regulatory inspection personally as a USFDA, NVISA, MHRA, UGMP, and so many other regulatory inspections. Even I am involved in a third party auditing also. I am the auditor and I have audited till date more than 500 sites, because since last 13 years I am in auditing role, and every month I am conducting about 4 to 5 audits. So maybe the number will be more than 500, but I am just claiming that it is more than 500 audits are I have audited more than 500 vendors or suppliers. And about the training, definitely the training, it will be more than 10,000 candidates till date. You can go through detail about TV. My detailed work profile. So hope I am not so fast, because I don't want to waste your time in this. I want to put more focus on establishing quality culture. This is the requirement, and you will never find any material or any information on this. So that is the reason I am here to discuss today. So please be attentive. So my major work experience is displayed on the screen. I started my career with Sun Pharma, then I work in the Blue Cross Laboratories, then I work in Alembic Pharma, I work in a US Vitamins as a quality head, then I work in a Zydus Cadila in compliance, then I work in some multinationals like AstraZeneca, Sanofi, Mylan. So this is my major work experience. Okay. Very important thing is our organization NADH GXP Compliance Services is a registered organization under Government of India, under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, under this unique number. Second thing, I am Hitendra Kumar Shah. I am the approved trainer by the Government of India, and Government of India has provided this unique trainer number TP231534. This is just for your information that about the trainer and our company. This disclaimer is, this disclaimer you should consider for a learning purpose, because I prepared this training session for your learning purpose. If you want to implement, you can refer the current guidelines, expectations, regulatory expectations and all, and so that you will be in a compliance. You can go through this disclaimer in detail. And now, without wasting time, let us start our today's topic, because there are a lot of slides are there, and I don't want to skip any information. So that is the reason I am more focusing on the today's topic. So let us discuss now on our quality culture, and you can please confirm that whether I am audible and everything is okay, you are connected properly, so that I can go ahead with the training session. Please respond to you in chat box that I am audible and you are able to see the screens. Okay. So what is exact meaning of quality culture? See, please remember this. Our today's training topic is brief about the quality culture, regulatory expectations, then followed by there are behavioral aspects, then there are two aspects like management aspect and technical aspects. We will discuss about 21 steps for management aspects and key technical aspects which are responsible or where you can implement at your site. That technical aspect also we are going to discuss. So please bear with me and be focused on today's topic. Be focused with me, right? Okay, thank you, Mr. Harish Gupta, that I am audible. Emmanuel also, thank you for confirming the things. Thank you so much. So, what is meant by quality culture? Basically, the quality culture is the pattern of human habits, beliefs, values, and behavior concerning to the quality. So, if the personnel, see, basically in pharma, the people are working over there. So, if the people are having a habit with respect to the quality, beliefs and about the quality, and they have the values about concerning about the quality, and their behavior also with the focus of the quality, then you can say that the people working over there are having the, or the company is having the good quality culture. I am just making you aware about the brief about this topic. Okay, then practically how you can implement, that we will be discussing. Many people, what happen, no, they just focus on presentation. So they ask me the presentation copy and they just go and read the presentation copy. Most of the things which is not present in the slide, but that is what I am explaining in detail. So my request is, please go through the recorded version if you have more, you need more clarity or you need to understand in more detail. So you can go through the recording where audio and video and along with the slides will be there, so you will not miss anything else. Okay, so culture of quality means environment that facilitates individual to guide their behavior to work in the interest of patients and to continually improve their ability. This is the culture of quality. So now, how the culture of quality is in the organization level. So remember, the culture of quality always at the top level, then followed by the quality management systems, and then followed by the good practices, and then maybe the your SOPs and all and all. So please understand this, that the culture of quality is the topmost priority for all the organizations now. There is no any clear cut guideline for quality culture, but for especially for you people, I collected all this information so that you know this will be helpful for you in your organization, right? Now, what are the regulatory expectations of the quality culture? What are the regulatory expectations? So basically, you know, let us discuss with the USFDA. What is the expectation by USFDA? It is the role of the management with executive responsibility to create a quality culture where employees understand the data integrity is an organizational core value and employees are encouraged, please remember the word encouraged, to identify and promptly report data integrity issue. So people should be encouraged for identifying and reporting, both very important. In absence of management support of a quality culture, this is what the point I was explaining, that most of the company, they are getting the 483 or warning letter or citations because due to the lack of quality culture. Lack of quality culture. So always remember, when you compare with the quality and production, or quality and quantity, or manufacturing, always the quality should be at the top. Always remember this thing. If there is a compromise between the quality and manufacturing, then definitely the company's quality culture will be spoiled. I have seen so many companies, I have audited more than 500 sites, and I know I have seen many management focus and many key people focus about the quality, how at what extent they have the quality focus and at what extent they are compromising the quality. To be very frank, I am telling you, my dear friends, because this is the FDA expectation, and during FDA inspection, FDA is not only identifying and reviewing the documents and all, they are evaluating the quality culture in the organization. So in the absence of management support of a quality culture, quality system can break down and lead to CGMP non-compliance. Very clear statement. This is not given by me. It is a US FDA guideline expectations. These are the requirement for US FDA guideline. Okay. Now this is MHRA guideline requirement. The organization culture should ensure data integrity is complete, consistent and accurate in all its forms, maybe paper form and electronic form. The impact of organizational culture, behavior driven by performance indicators, objectives and senior management behavior on the success of data governance measure should not be underestimated. So these 4-5 points we should not forget. What are the points? Organization culture, behavioral driven performance indicators, objectives and senior management behavior. Very important. These points are exactly in the guidelines. So I'm just making you aware that this is not just a general expectation, but these are the guideline expectations. And during inspections, the inspectors are keen to evaluate the quality culture. Many times, the inspectors will discuss about the quality people, about their CV, means where you are working, how much experience you have, and earlier where you work, all the things. And many quality people will tell that the FDA or that inspector took my interview. Basically FDA or the inspectors are not taking your interview, they are evaluating from discussing with you that at what extent you are capable to hold that position, quality head position. That is what they are evaluating. Hope you understand the point, right? This is the PICS guideline requirement. Management should aim to create a work environment. You can go through this guideline in detail. The requirements are very clear. But personnel are encouraged to freely communicate failures, mistakes, including potential data reliability issues. Where in the organization, if there are some, the hiding issues are there, where the organizations where the issues are hidden or the issues are hidden. So remember one thing, that the small problem will be converted into big problem. Always remember. Many times the quality heads will take somewhat, the decision due to the pressure by the management and all. And down the line people will consider that decision against quality as a default or the standard, and they go on deviating continuously. That is why it is very clear that whatever the peoples are working in the organization, they should be encouraged for freely communicate failures, mistakes. I have seen the companies where the people even are very much hesitant to visit the manager's cabin or their head's cabin. People will never go to the boss cabin. Either the people will go, the boss will fire, or when people will enter in the cabin, the boss will give some couple of work to them instead of giving the solutions. This is what the fact. I have seen the companies, so that is why I am sharing the experience, my dear friend. It is the collection of values, belief, thinking and behaviors demonstrated consistently by management, team leaders, quality personnel and all personnel that contribute to creating a quality culture to assure data quality and integrity. So that is what I am telling you. It is not only the responsibility of the management, it is the responsibility of course management is there, but along with the management, team leaders, quality personnel and all personnel who are involved. This is the guideline expectation. These are not words, my dear friend. These are the guideline words. Management can foster quality culture. Yes, but management can foster the quality culture. How? Ensuring awareness and understanding of the expectations. Leading by example, management should demonstrate the behaviors they expect to see. Sometimes management will see that, oh, we are very much quality cautions and all, so we should not do any deviations, we should follow the practices and all. And once this meeting is over, management will call some quality people, some production people, and management will give a decision, yeah, please release the batch without the testing, or there is a problem, okay, you go ahead and you release the batch. This should not be the case. That is the reason the wordings are very clear. Leading by example, management should demonstrate the behaviors they expect to see. Otherwise, what happened after that? The warning letter will be given to the management, and then management will start crying that yes, due to the lack of focus on the quality, that the company is running from the or suffering from the citations and all. Always remember, I request all management people or the senior people that please have a long term vision or long term plan when you are working with respect to the the quality. Being accountable for actions and decisions, particularly delegated activities. Always remember, if the activity is delegated, then that is that person's fully responsibility to follow the instructions and do the activities. Staying continuously and actively involved in the operation of the business. So these are the PICS guideline requirements. So I thought I will share with you about the PICS guideline, and now I will just touch upon a couple slides about the WHO guideline, and then we will discuss about actually how you can implement the quality culture in your organization, right? So as per WHO, senior management is responsible for providing the environment to establish, maintain, and continually improve the quality culture. This is very important. It is not the case that you made the ethics policy, you made the code of conduct policy. There should be the continuous improvement in the quality culture. So the management should think that how I can improve the quality culture on continuous basis in our organization. That is the point. Okay. Supporting the transparent and open reporting of deviations and all. So everybody should encourage report the non-conformity or deviation. That is what already we discussed, and that is also the part of WHO guideline also. The adoption of a quality culture within the company that encourages personnel to be transparent about failures, which includes a reporting mechanism inclusive of investigations and follow-up processes. So what is your reporting mechanism? That is very, very important. So many companies, they lack the escalation process. So if any observation is there, how this observation is escalated and how this observation will be reported, this practice, this procedure in most of the companies is lacking. Many people will ask me, this is very simple, everybody is having the boss, so they will report to boss. Then what does it mean? It means that if any problem identified, I will inform to my boss, and then my job is over. Is it the case? No. That is the reason you need to have a formal reporting and escalation process where the accountability of the the person who identified the problem or non-conformity also will be there. This is what the guideline expectations, and now how practically we can implement it. Slowly we are now going ahead with the practical approach. So please focus with me, please be with me up to the end of this session, because again I'm telling you, you should not miss something else. Okay. So when we are discussing about the quality culture, and even we discuss about the guideline requirements also, there very important word is coming, that is the behavior. So when the assumptions and the behavior are there, cumulatively both are considered as a culture. So when you consider the culture, so assumptions, what you think about the quality, that is very important, and behavior, how you behave with respect to the quality, that is also very, very important. So if you control these assumptions and behavior together, then definitely you will get a very good results. This is the meaning of a behavior. If you are interested in a good behavior practices, there is a separate training session I have conducted. You can go through that training session separately. If you are interested, I will share the link in the description box. After completion of the training session, you can go through this training afterwards. Okay, where the how you can have the good behavior practices in your organization, that I have taken. Okay, even in that session I have taken some practical examples what seen. Okay, so here point is the behavior and assumptions plays a very important role when we discuss about the quality culture. Now, how behavior and culture, you can see here attitude, right? Then mindset, then behavior, action, and then results, correct? And then performance. So if you see, one is driving the another, means attitude always drive the mindset. So if your attitude is good, always your mindset will be good. But your attitude is wrong, then mindset will be not correct. And when mindset is good, definitely the behavior of the people will be always good. And once behavior is controlled, automatically the actions will be towards the quality. You're getting my point? I am telling you frankly, my dear friend, many companies, they can pay the money to the employee and they can purchase or they can get the talent, but they will not get the people with the right attitude. Whenever I am taking the interviews, I am supporting many companies to select the right candidates. I am taking the interviews also. I am checking mainly the attitude of the person. What is the attitude of the person? If attitude is good, then only the person will be good. This is what is important. The technical things you can learn, you can go through the guidelines, you can get it. After the experience, the technical things will remain same. After 15-20 years, the validation, qualification, or the data integrity and all these audit trails or compliance, all the points will remain same. Change control, deviation, everything will remain same. There is nothing any new except slight change or upgradation in the guideline. So at the senior level, the attitude plays a very important role. Always remember. So I am taking the interviews especially for senior levels, and that only we are evaluating that the attitude is good or not. Hope you are getting my point. If still you have any questions, please put your questions in the chat box. I will respond to your all queries. So now slowly we are moving ahead, okay, for the towards the practical implementation. Okay, so as I told you that it is not the responsibility of only management, it is the responsibility of the people working over there, team leaders, managers, quality departments. Everybody is responsible to implement the quality culture. So there are basically the two roles. One is a management role and second is a technical aspect. So let us discuss about the management role and then we will discuss about the technical aspects. So as I told you that when we discuss about the management role, so there are 21 steps to build the quality culture. And this is again the separate training program I have conducted on building quality culture with 21 step approach. You can go through this, but here we will just touch upon as a part of this training topic. So make everyone accountable. This is very important. So when you may be working in the organization, so you may be facing the inspections. Definitely the inspector will ask, what is your name, what are your responsibility, because inspector is just want to know whether you are accountable for specific activity or not. So if you are accountable, then definitely the work will be at the expected level. Avoid micromanagement. Many managers have the tendency to have a micromanagement. They will have the follow-up for hardly 10 minutes, 15 minutes interval. They will put the follow-ups. This is not the good. Work agile. So you need to have somewhat, you should not have the work agile work. You should have some the systemic work. Provide the training. This is very important. I always suggest that training plays a very important role. If if you organize the multiple trainings, many companies still at this moment believes that training is a waste of the time. But I will tell you, my dear friends, training is only not for upgradation of the people, But training of technical topics is also, helps people to upgrade themselves, not only with respect to technical, but also with respect to the accountability. Many people, their thought process, their attitude will also will change due to the training, because they will come to know that yes, the company, I have seen, I am conducting the external training. I told you that I am the approved trainer. So I am conducting a lot of external trainings, and many HR people reverted me after the training, after maybe training after the 2 3 months, or after 5 6 months, that sir, after your training, the attitude of the people is really changed. Their focus to the work, their focus to the activities really changed and improved. Many people reverted. Even many times, even the um, like investigation trainings and all, the the QP even responded to the site, and they share me the email that after your training on the investigations and all, your investigation reports is now more structured and more focused to the identifying the root causes and all. So the training plays a very important role in developing the quality culture, my dear friend. Okay, set realistic target. Many of management considers, the many management or the management people consider that, we will give a big target. Suppose the expectation is about, suppose the x, so they will give, suppose 2x target, so that the people will do the hard work and all, and at least x plus maybe 20 30 they may achieve. But my dear friend, if there are no realistic targets, then the people are born to make a mistake. And many people, what happen? No, they connect this unrealistic target with the performance indicators, and the performance indicators again link to their performance pay. So people will definitely make the errors in this case. Six, follow up on the task, but not with the micromanagement, but you put a follow up that what is the status and all on periodic basis. Regularly give employees insight into other roles. So you have to give the insight to the people about their roles, and also the other roles also. For example, if the person is working in the department, so why the person is your working, why you are responsible for this activity, that person should be explained, activity should be explained, and also how that person can be involved in other activity, that can be that insight can be given. Don't keep employees change to their desk. In most of the company, no, if you are responsible to, for example, you are responsible for some validation and qualification, and if you are standing and you are going somewhere else, the manager will monitor you where you are going. This is wrong culture, this is wrong practice. So don't keep employees change to their desk, let them keep free, because it will impact on their way of working or attitude, and ultimately it will impact on the quality culture. Recognize and encourage employees for good work. Enforce regular breaks. So the people who are working in the computer, it is recommended to give the regular breaks. Normally, the people who are doing the inspections of the product, so as a GMP requirement, you give the regular breaks. Similarly, if the people are working on a computer and all, these people also should be given with the regular breaks for their safety of the eyes, and also they will become the fresh. Ensure people enjoy their work. This is very very important. Install instant messenger or system for communication. So sometime what happen, if any communication or escalation is required, the person will wait to meet the manager will be in the meeting, first meeting, second meeting, third meeting, so many meetings, and the person will not able to meet the manager. So in that case, at least there should be some instant messenger and all, so that immediately the person can at least put the message, so that when the manager will be free, immediately the manager will call the person. Next is keep the office fresh and tidy. Chat to the employees about subject other than work. So this is very very important, that the manager should discuss other than subject, other than their work, to develop the team and to upgrade the team and building the team. Arrange separate meeting areas for different kinds of work. Share the expertise. many managers hesitate to share the expertise. They feel that if the training is provided to the people, if expertise is shared to the people, then there may be possibility that the people will leave the organization. My dear friend, people will leave the organization, but again they will come in the same organization if they are getting the learning from the expertise and the trainings. Remember my point, my words. Hold fewer meetings, build a team, use suitable quality metrics, bring in automation, and treat employees as a human beings. Don't consider human beings as a robot. Treat employees as a human being. These are the 21 steps to build a quality culture, and most of the responsibilities are about the manager. If you are interested, you can go through this recorded webinar. If you put this building quality culture with 21 step approach, you will YouTube. It is already available in the recorded form. Okay. If you are interested, I will share the link also. Okay. So now let us focus on the technical aspects now. Okay. So these points already I discussed, but I just touch upon this point. Now what are the technical aspects? The main technical aspects are, the variability, quality risk management, and preventive action, and continuous improvement. So let us understand one so that you will understand in a better way. Okay. So what is variability? William Edward Deming is always focusing on reactive versus proactive quality culture. So uncontrolled variation is the enemy of quality. Putting out fires is not improvement of the process. So that is the reason, the variability plays a very important role. So you have to move from failure investigation to the variability investigations. So I took an example about the variability in aseptic manufacturing here. So what are the examples of variability in aseptic manufacturing? So for example, the setup of equipment like stopper, hopper, BFS machinery, then routine interventions, non-routine interventions like fixing a vial jam or equipment malfunctioning, charging the containers or closer on a filling line, aseptic connections. Then you can say, then the next is aseptic addition of ingredients, wrapping the parts and equipments for porous autoclavable load, disinfection of a processing line and whole room, transfer of a product means transfer or loading of a half stoppered vials during the lyophilizer. So half, the loaded and half stoppered. So vial will be half stoppered. Transfer of that particular vials so that we can avoid the contamination, right? Or clearance of a specified number units on the aseptic processing line because because of major or extended interventions, so that units you have to clear it. So during these operations are normally done by the human beings, and there may be possibility of the variability. So that is the reason it is expected that you have to control the variability. You have to identify the variability in your organization, and that variability you have to work on that so that you should able to control the variability. Second is quality risk management. Hope you all are aware about the quality risk management, so I will not much discuss about the quality risk management here. But very important thing is many people consider this quality risk management as the one time activity, means quality risk assessment of equipment, one time risk assessment is done, activity is over. This is not the case. Remember, my dear friend. So it is a dynamic and ongoing. So it should be periodically reviewed. Quality risk management document should be periodically reviewed. That is what the expectation. So this is the way, the quality culture requires the thought process. So normally what happen, if you consider the investigations as a part of the market complaint, deviations and all, but the drift is required, the shift is required from these investigations, addition to this investigation, the variability investigations. Similar way, considering the quality risk management as a dynamic. So periodically when you will go on doing the quality risk management, you will able to identify more and more mitigation action plan, right? And you will able to you will implement all the mitigation action plan. Now, second thing, see, there are many notifications like complaints, rejections, feedback. So many notifications are there on the screen. Correct? The point is, are you able to connect these dots? This I took it from FDA, so I keep this FDA logo there. Are you able to connect these dots? Means, for example, particular product, there may be more complaints, there may be more rejections, there may be some return goods, some deviations will be there about that particular machine. The product may be failing in the stability, maybe multiple OS will be there. So is there any problem with respect to that particular machine where the product is getting manufactured? So you need to able to connect this all the dots. Then you will able to reduce further risk. And when you connect the dot, you will able to perform the proper risk management. You will able to put the mitigation plan. And what is nothing but the mitigation plan? Mitigation plan nothing but the preventive action. Many people confuse about the preventive action and corrective action. Preventive action means the action to avoid the occurrence of the non-conformity. Means there is non-conformity is not occurred till date and it should not occur in future also. That is a preventive action. And corrective action is taken to avoid the recurrence. Means one time the non-conformity happened, but it should not recur. For that purpose, actions are taken, which is called the corrective actions. So many people confuse about the corrective action and preventive action. So basically, the outcome of a risk management as a mitigation plan is nothing but the preventive action. Simple way I am explaining you, right? So this thought also is very, very important when you want to develop the quality culture, because here you are focusing on the proactive approach. Here you are working on the proactive approach, where most of the people, what happen, if there is a recall, they only focus on recall, or suppose they have some rejection, they focus on rejections. But my dear friend, there are 100 non-conformity or some observations are there. Why you are not focusing on that? There are a lot of deviations are there. Why you are not focusing on that? You have to attack the base. I have seen many companies, they hire the consultant. See, we also support for many companies to upgrade their systems and practices and procedures. So they connect us for some specific tasks, like for example, uh, drafting the report for recalls, or drafting the report for batch rejections, or the drafting the non-conformity, or you can say the compliance to the non-conformity, or compliance to the regulatory inspections and all. They don't focus on the basic, which is on the bottom side. That is, there may be so many non-conformity in the organization. You got my point? So this is the way you can shift your thought process to attacking on the base. Then shift your thought process from failure investigations to the variability investigations. Shift your thought process from reactive approach to the proactive approach. This is the considered as a technical approach for improving the quality culture, establishing the quality culture, right? And the next is continuous improvement. So many people think that the once the quality culture we implemented and all, so definitely then uh, there is no any problem. Once we implemented, then it is very good. It is not the case, my dear friend. Continuous improvement is the expectation. Not only my expectation, it is a guideline expectation. Remember. So the slide is very clear to all of you. What it focus? Implement appropriate product quality improvements, process improvements, variability reduction. So you have to reduce the variability, innovations, and pharmaceutical quality system enhancements. Then other requirement is change management, means change control procedure, right? You already have the change management procedure, right? The change management system ensures continual improvement, timely and effective manner, correct? But now the last 2 points are very important. Last 2 lines. Remember, please put focus. Do you have the procedure or system to implement if there is a new guideline. If there is a new guideline requirement, so do you have the practice or system to implement that? For example, now there is a new requirement of a nitrosamine impurities. New guideline is released by FDA, right? What is your practice or what is your system or procedure, formal procedure I am asking, okay, formal, that once the guideline is received or once any update is received or once any some new FDA expectation or regulatory expectations come into picture, how it will be reported, and then who will responsible to the change control to implement that. Do you have the formal practice? Most of the companies, there is no any procedure for continuous improvement. Let me give you in writing that most of the company, they don't have the procedure for continuous improvement where you can record immediately that this guideline implemented by the FDA on so and so date, and then you can allot in the log that who is responsible for raising the change control, who is responsible for implementation, who is responsible for trainings, everything you can specify in that. Similar way, the pharmacopoeia. Of course, the pharmacopoeia, the people are having the SOP to, updation of the specification and the standard testing procedure based on the revised pharmacopoeia and all. But do you have the procedure in case of revision of a general chapters in the pharmacopoeia? Please understand these things, and if you don't have that, I request personally these two lines I put from my side considering as a part of the continual improvement and the change management, because the people are not much focused on implementing on these things. Again, I am telling you, if you have any questions, please put your questions in the chat box. I will respond to your all questions. And also, if you are interested in the training slides or training material, please uh, put your comment in the chat box. I will respond to your all. I will share you the training presentation link, and from the link you will able to download the training presentation. Okay. Now, example of a continuous improvement. So I just took one example of a continuous improvement. There are a lot of examples, but I thought I will take this example because many people are in following these wraps and isolators. So what happened? Most of the companies are using the wraps and isolators, to protect the environment for contamination risk, right? But many companies are still following the manual intensive aseptic processes where they are deficient in facility layout and process flows. These facilities are less effective at mitigating the various operational variables that pose risk to patient due to product sterility. There is a significant potential for improvement at such facilities. So they have to consider the continuous improvement. They will have the example that, oh, we are using this, the closed cabinets and all since long. There is no any contamination till date. There is no any sterility failure. So why we should go for wraps and isolators? My dear friend, there should be continuous improvements. Remember this point. Remember this point. If you are using a laptop, that is also the continuous improvement, because 5 years before you may be using the old laptop, or maybe you may be using the big desktop. Now you are using the laptops. Similar way with the mobiles. If you are changing, upgrading yourself, then why you are not upgrading your facility where it is directly linked to the quality of the product, generating the good quality of the product? So this continuous improvement should be considered. Even I request all the managers and team leaders and all, when you have the management review meeting, you suggest this type of continuous improvement to your management, so that management will also focus on this, and management can provide the approval. So what happen if you don't upgrade? So when production line operators perform manual activities near insufficient protected product, they raise the risk of microbial contamination. Very simple, very normal thing, right? If equipment is not well designed or is poorly maintained, repeated or extensive manual interventions often occur, and as there will be repetitive manual interventions, there is a possibility of a contamination. Hope you are aware about the EU GMP Annex 11, Annex 1, very clear, right? Now, this is what we discuss about the uh, quality culture and all, right? Now there are four levels of organization, what I feel: level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. Now you can go through this level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and you can just identify that your organization is falling under which level. Level 1 means small problems often snowball into large ones. Management becomes aware only when there is a crisis. Means what? All the points are not are just collected and all, and then at the suddenly then there will be the big problem, and then the management will come to know. Level 2 is nearly always reactive patchwork correction. So if there is a problem, then how we can solve it. There is a problem, how we can solve it. Even many managers or quality leaders, they consider that they are responsible for this only. If there is a problem, how to resolve. Yes, they are supposed to give the solutions, but it is on the reactive basis. They should provide the solutions on proactive basis. Level 3 is more proactive, increasingly surfaces major issues and make some lasting systemic improvements. This is a level 3. And level 4 is very good, which acts preventively and rewards improvement. Implementing meaningful process and system improvements is a routine practice in the organizational culture. So there is a routine practice of implementing the processes, system improvements and all. Many people have the specific terminology that they call it as a overdoing. There is no any concept in GMP as a overdoing. Remember one point: you are performing the activity because it is expectation. Earlier nobody was focusing on the computerized system in the pharma. Now everybody is focusing on the computerized system, part 11 and all. Why? Because inspector is focusing on that. You're getting my point? So you cannot wait that the inspector will come and inspector will ask you and then you will implement it. Before asking by the inspector, you can evaluate, you can audit your computerized system for compliance. That is what the activity is expected as a level 4 activity. You can evaluate your company, okay? But this is what I am just sharing with you. And of course this is my favorite example about the Swiss cheese model. So it indicates that the if there are the multiple failures, then it indicates that there is a big issue in with respect to the quality culture in the organization. So if there are multiple control mechanism failure, then the documentation failure and multiple failures are there in the system, it indicates that there is a big failure in the quality culture, and there may be possibility that the serious or the hidden problem will be coming. So this is the you can say the Swiss cheese model. I really personally like this Swiss cheese model, where in the inspection we focus on specifically evaluating the facility, system, practices, procedures and systems with respect to this where these all are failing, and all the failings are focused on specific failure or not. If it is failing on specific failure, then it is very risky. So in summary, robust quality culture is vigilant and proactive, patient focused, science and risk based, able to identify issues while they are still small, readily meets GMP, responsible for assuring any supplier or contract site is qualified, supportive of business needs because assuring quality creates higher yield, dependability and sustainability. So this is the summary. Simple, so I am not much discussing on this, right? And what should not be there? Your approach should not be reactive or defensive. I have seen the companies, the where the people will focus, okay, how we can address defensive mechanism or reactive approach. Always it is a risky in the organization. Solely a procedural approach This is not expected, right? So what are the key messages? The key message is organizational structures, actions more than word. The quality of the work you accept because your standard. Support for the quality organization. Investment in quality. Quality involved in the business decisions. And quality culture is the need of today of each organization. You can get the work done, but you need to focus on how we'll develop right attitude with right mindset. You're getting my point? Work will be done. That is not the problem. But you need to focus on how you will develop the right attitude in the people with the right mindset. Very, very important. Once the culture is developed, new employees who joins the organization can develop himself or herself with the same quality culture. So once you develop the good quality culture and all, and a new employee comes, automatically he or she will adjust and they will follow the good quality culture. You got my point? So but if they are from the good quality culture and if you have a bad quality culture, then they will become the bad quality. They will, that one person will not change the whole culture of the organization, but whole culture of the organization can change the one person. And of course periodic upgradation is very, very important. This is very, very important, not to only upgrade with respect to technical knowledge, but enhancing the skills and also giving to the people the right message with the right attitude and good behavior. These are the key message with this. you know I just want to thank you all of you, and before moving ahead I just want to share you this YouTube membership program. So if you click the join button, there is a short video, you can go through this so that you will understand what is the benefit under GMP, CGMP and advanced GMP. The GMP updates are given for all three categories of the membership program, and where there are some short videos, short learnings are only accessible by these members, and also some GMP news are only given to the members in the posts. Okay. Second, very important, if anybody is interested in a training certificate, then the training certificate will be issued to the CGMP and advanced GMP members, and further there are free out learning sessions for the advanced GMP members. So there are different facilities are there. You can go through this by clicking the join button. Okay. And finally, thank you so much for your kind attendance. You can go through our services under the website www.nd@gmp.com. You can contact us through the emails and the contact numbers below, right? And now let us go through the questions. Okay. Good evening, sir. Okay. Audits. I am a member of Advanced GMP. Okay, great. Great. I think your name is not appearing. Audits is appearing. So if you are a member of Advanced GMP, very good. So if you are interested in a training certificate, you please confirm. I will share the training certificate to you. GMP training. GMP training. Okay. GXP training is telling you are the member of CGMP. So you are also entitled to get the training certificate of today's training session. So if you are interested, definitely you can contact me. Okay. Please share the Harish Gupta is asking, please share training presentation. Okay, Mr. Harish Gupta, I will share the training presentation. See, my point is I am sharing this training presentation. Okay, just a minute. Link to download the training presentation. So I am sharing the link. Please download it as early as possible. Mr. Rajesh Khanna is also asking this presentation copy. Mr. Shamsu Jola Chaudhary also asking the things. So PPT, please download the training presentation immediately. Otherwise, the link will expire in a couple of days. Okay. Shamsu Jola Chaudhary is asking. Also discuss quality culture on the IT systems and person. See, basically, the quality system, whatever we discuss about, the IT systems, it is very, very good point you touch upon. You ask here the question about the quality system in IT. When you are working in the pharma, IT working in a pharma, then your role becomes very, very important. Second thing, if you are not working in pharma but you are linked or related to the pharma, then also your role with respect to the quality culture also very important, where you need to have a good data integrity practices and good data management practices, do good data migration practices, good data backup practices. These practices you need to follow. Okay, very important thing is, when wherever you are handling the data, that data handling practices are plays a very important role with respect to your IT systems. And of course, this topic is a very big actually. It takes minimum 2 days to discuss and make people understand about actually, what are the expectations and uh, by the regulatory agencies and all. But still today I tried to explain you and to make you understand about the topic, so that you will able to implement in your organization. Okay, I think now there are no any questions, so I will and already the 1 hour is over, so I think now I will close our today's training session. So thank you so much, and ensure all time compliance. Thank you so much. Now I am closing this stream. Okay, live session, and if you have any question, you please put in the now comment section. Okay, I will respond to you. Thank you so much.